Milos Raonic, /Milo Ran /Miloš Raonic, Serbian, Milo Raonic, ~miloʊ Raonić, born December 27, 1990, is a Canadian professional tennis player of Montenegrin origin who grew up in Thornhill, Ontario. Born in Titograd, SFR Yugoslavia, now Podgorica, Montenegro, Raonic moved to Canada with his family at the age of 3, learning the game at the Bramalea Tennis Club in Brampton. He qualified for his first Grand Slam event at the 2010 US Open. In 2011 he rose from world number 102 to number 37 in a month, after he reached the fourth round of the Australian Open and won his first ATP title at the 2011 SAP Open. Raonic, who prefers to play on hard courts, plays an all-court game. From late 2010 until May 2013, he was coached by former Spanish pro player Galo Blanco in Barcelona. Raonic is coached by Ivan Ljubičić. Raonic moved together with his family to Canada at the age of 3 from Titograd, Podgorica, Yugoslavia. He is of Serbian descent. He started playing tennis at the age of 6 at the Blackmore Tennis Club in Richmond Hill, Ontario with coach Casey Curtis. Having grown up in the suburbs of Toronto, Ontario, Raonic stated that Canada is mostly an ice hockey, as opposed to tennis, country. He says he chose tennis because of its individuality and because he felt he could train more alone and on a ball machine with his dad. His elder brother, Momir, and elder sister, Jelena, have moved back to Montenegro, and Raonic says he visits his family there often. Raonic's uncle Branimir Gvozdenović is a former Minister of Urbanism and Environmental Protection in the government of Montenegro, where he also acted as Vice Prime Minister. His parents live in Canada and are both engineers. His father Duan holds a PhD in engineering and his mother Vesna has a master's degree in the same field, while his sister also has a master's degree. Raonic is fluent in Serbian and English. His 4 favorite sports teams are FC Barcelona, the Toronto Raptors, the Toronto Blue Jays and the Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interview after his third-round win at the 2011 Australian Open, he was questioned about whether he would follow in the footsteps of Greg Rusedski, the last great Canadian tennis player, who ended up playing for his second nationality in Great Britain. When asked if he would continue to play for Canada, he replied, "Yes." Raonic has shown a passion for Canada and the game of tennis in the country. This was displayed in an October 2010 interview, in which he said, "I want to make a singles career. I enjoy it more and I want to make a difference in Canada with it. I feel if I were to achieve my goals it could make a great difference to the growth of tennis in Canada and help to produce more top players in the future." In 2012, Raonic launched a charity, Miloš Raonic Foundation, which aims to help children needing prosthetic limbs to play sports. That same year, he took up residence in Monte Carlo in a 50 square meters apartment close to where fellow tennis players Novak Djokovic and Caroline Wozniacki live. Statistically, his serve is one of the strongest on the tour. In 2012, he served more aces per match and won a higher percentage of service games than any other player. Novak Djokovic has commented that Raonic has one of the best serves in the world. Very powerful, very precise. Raonic employs an all-court style of playing with an emphasis on quick points with strong ground strokes and fast serves. Raonic's ground strokes are both solid and consistent, but his forehand is much stronger. He uses this to dominate points by moving his opponents around and hitting winners. Due to his backhand being weaker than his forehand, he has been known to run around his backhand and hit inside-out forehands instead. His main emphasis when playing from the baseline is hitting dominating ground strokes to end points quickly. Occasionally, after hitting a strong ground stroke, Raonic will come up to the net to put the ball away. Raonic's serve is considered one of the best in the game, being very strong and precise. This is because of his height and his unorthodox grip on his racket when he serves, allowing him to pronate his wrist and arm a lot to serve accurately and quickly. His first serves can reach up to 230 km/h. His second serve is slightly slower, but has more topspin on it and is still comparatively fast to other players' second serves. His serves have been compared to Ivo Karlovic and John Isner's, who are considered the best servers in the game. Due to his strong serve and powerful baseline play, Raonic often uses a chip and charge method on returns or serve and volley on his serves and comes up to the net to finish off points before his opponents can stabilize. He is adept at employing touches or deep volleys at the net, which contributes greatly to his offensive play style. Raonic's weaknesses lies in his fitness. Apart from his occasional injury, his height also impedes his agility and speed slightly. Thus, he is hurt by players that can return his fast shots and move him around at the same time, such as Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray, Rafael Nadal and Kei Nishikori. He has also been beaten by David Ferrer numerous times due to Ferrer's speed and his ability to move him around.